Is it working? It is. All right. Well, good evening. Welcome to Faith Baptist Church. Glad to have you here tonight. I don't know, are we doing visitors now, or are there visitors? You do that. Okay, great. Anyway, we're glad to have you here tonight. They've brought in the scrubs because the Weigels have left on vacation, and so you're going to have to put up with me. And the first thing I'm going to do is the memory portion that we've been working on in Psalm 119. And Pastor Weigel has this timed. Every time it's time to do an 8-verse review, he's at a conference, or not every time, but anyway, it seems like whenever he needs to be gone, it's the review time, and so I'm doing 10 verses. So anyway, we're going to review the section called Zadi, I think is how it's pronounced, and that starts with verse 137, and we'll go through 144. So let's review those. Those are the ones we've been working on, and then we'll work on 2 more tonight. Okay, so say the reference with me before and after. It's Psalm 119, 137 through 144. Ready? Go. Psalm 119, 137 through 144. Righteous art thou, O Lord, and upright are thy judgments. Thy testimonies that thou hast commanded are righteous and very faithful. My zeal hath consumed me, because mine enemies have forgotten thy words. Thy word is very pure, therefore thy servant loveth it. I am small and despised, yet not forget thy precepts. And thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Trouble and anguish have taken hold on me, yet thy commandments are my delights. The righteousness of thy testimonies is everlasting. Give me understanding, and I shall live. Psalm 119, 137 through 144. Okay, we're going to start the next section, which is called Koph, K-O-P-H. My Hebrew is like negligible. I know a Hebrew that runs a little deli, but French and German are my shtick. So anyway, throw a little Yiddish in there, my shtick. But anyway, we're going to work on the next 2 verses, and that's 145 and 146. In preparing for this tonight, I was looking at just a commentary to see what it says about this next section. And one of the commentaries that I looked at said that this next section is basically about prayer. And it's different aspects. How I prayed, what I prayed, where I prayed, and so forth. And so tonight we're going to look at how I prayed and what I prayed. Verses 145 and 146. I cried with my whole heart, hear me, O Lord, I will keep thy statutes. I cried unto thee, save me, and I shall keep thy testimonies. And so English has a problem, okay? In French, we have 2 different verbs for cry. Okay, we have pleurer, which is and you have crier, which is yell, you cried. Well, which one is it here? I wept, or I cried out? It's the second one, okay? Yeah, and I think it's this. I know it's the same in German. Is it in Spanish? Do you have 2 different verbs for cry? The same, okay. So English is like Spanish, only different. Okay, well anyway, so, but I cried out, I cried with my whole heart. Okay, so this was the manner in which he was praying. I cried with my whole heart, O Lord, I will keep thy statutes. And I don't know if David here was making a promise to God or bargaining with God. I cried with my whole heart, hear me, O Lord, I will keep thy statutes. I promise if you hear me, I will keep them, or if you hear me, I'll keep your statutes. But in any case, the effect is the same. He's making a promise to the Lord. And then the second one was what he prayed. I cried unto thee, save me, and I will keep thy testimonies. Okay, and so he's asking God to hear him and then he's asking God to save him. And in both cases, I will keep thy statutes, I shall keep thy testimonies. So let's say the two verses together with the references before and after. Psalm 119, 145, and 146. I cried with my whole heart, hear me, O Lord, I will keep thy statutes. I cried unto thee, save me, and I shall keep thy testimonies. Psalm 119, 145, and 146. Pastor?
All right. We hope that you had a great afternoon and that you are planning to enjoy tomorrow and hopefully spend some time with family or as a family. Maybe